Well, they say you need to end strong, so good on you, Gotham. Gotham Season 4 season finale, No Man's Land, and thank you. I was really nervous for this episode, especially considering that I haven't especially loved the last couple of episodes. This was the kind of nuts that I loved this show for. This was exactly what I wanted out of a season finale for this show. Even though it did exactly what I thought they were going to do, I called it that those bombs were still going to be used to turn Gotham into an island so we can do No Man's Land. I called it. I knew exactly where the main thrust of this episode was going, and I still love it. I love what is being set up for No Man's Land. I love that they're setting up all the villains just carving out turf and creating their own little territories. Mr. Freeze and Firefly and Barbara did, and her lady's creating basically a no man zone. Oh my God. Oh, okay. MVP of this episode for me, Lee. I love how they have wrapped up. I mean, for the time being, I'm sure they'll be back. But for sticking within the confines of this episode, how they have wrapped up the Ed and Lee thing, and specifically with her, because in this episode, she tells not one, but two men that they don't get to define her. They don't get to dictate to her. She does not have to condone to what they want her to be. She has so much agency in this episode, and she takes it. She's got literally a death grip on it. So I love that in and of itself, how much she just plants her flag in the sand and says, no, I'm doing this for me. This is not something you get to claim ownership of. And I love that. And then I love the absurdity of two people who just stabbed each other and are dying, stopping to kiss each other. That is the kind of stuff I love this show for. 'Cause it's stupid, but it's perfect. It's the exact kind of crazy, campy, I can't believe they just did that, but I'm so happy they did moment. Ditto with Penguin killing Butch. When he pulled that trigger, I was like, boy, how are they going to justify that? And then he said, you think I forgot that you killed my mother? I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's the perfect way to justify him doing this, because he did care about her that much, and he is this twisted. And now it means that the last couple episodes of stuff that he's been doing was not him floundering, trying to find whatever advantage he could. It was his culmination, his completion of the execution of this revenge scheme against Tabitha. Yes, that's perfect. Jeremiah's working for me better in here. Honestly, largely just due to him. The grin when the bridges are blowing up. I think maybe where Jeremiah's working for me more, because he's not full blown yet. He's still kind of cooking as the Joker. I'm liking him when he's not the focus of an episode. So like here, he gets, you know, a scene with Bruce that works well. He gets a scene with Ra's al Ghul. We get to see his excitement at the bridges being blown up, and that's kind of it. So he just gets to shine in these moments, and as a character, he doesn't have to carry the whole episode. And I feel like this is going to endear, this sort of use of him is going to endear him to me way better than putting him front and center like they did for the last couple of episodes where he wasn't quite working for me. Ra's al Ghul dead again. Please let him stay dead. And I feel like they've finished what they were trying to do with him. I kind of expected he was going to come back after they killed him the first time. Because coming back from the dead is kind of Ra's al Ghul's whole thing. But beyond that, it also felt like they hadn't finished whatever it was they were gonna, the reason for him being there. Now it feels like they have. And I like how that has set Bruce onto his path. I love Bruce making the decision, you know, I have to stay. I have to fight for this city. I'm choosing to do this. And I know I don't have a responsibility, but I'm choosing to make it my responsibility. I love that. I'm really curious as to what they're going to do with Selena. It's like they are like gonna make her the next Oracle, because they seem to have borrowed a bit of the Killing Joke with the whole spine injury and theoretically not being able to walk after that. So I don't know how that's gonna pan out, but I'm curious. And yeah, just yes, so much yes to all this. And Barbara gets to have a hand in killing Roz, and that works really well. That made me happy. I'm just Hugo Strange back in town always makes me happy. Like, I love this finale. This is great. This is awesome. And it also sets up stuff that I'm going to be so excited for the last season of Gotham. I think No Man's Land is honestly the perfect story to go out on for Gotham. That the city is broken. It's isolated. Things are going to be worse than they have ever been. And that is what will finally push Bruce to the level that he decides, you know what? Putting on a bad outfit and jumping on people from rooftops. That's the way to fix what's going on in this town. It's going to escalate to the level where that response suddenly becomes reasonable. Oh. It's going to be a long summer waiting for this show to come back. I'm so excited for more. This made me so happy, and it was such a relief after being iffy on the last couple of episodes. So Gotham! Season 4 finale, what did you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. You can follow me on Twitter. I do a podcast with my partner called Punch Like a Girl. You can support me on Patreon. Links for all that stuff and more is down in the description. So until next time, this council is adjourned.